Hello everybody, let me introduce myself. My name is Edric Proical Sinaga. I'm from Unggul Senior High School and I want to tell you a folklore come from North Sumatra, that's why I use Dulos. The title of the folklore is The Legend of Hanging Stone. And here is the story. Once upon a time, there lived a family near Lake Toba in North Sumatra. They had only one child. Their child was a girl. She was a beautiful girl and she was adult. Their the parents had a debt with the rich man and they couldn't pay their debt to the rich man. And the rich man give them one offer. If they couldn't pay their debt, they have to marry their daughter with his son. And the parents agree with that. Finally, the parents plan to arrange their daughter marriage. But they didn't know that their daughter already had a boyfriend. Her boyfriend was wandering to other country. But before he wandering to other country, they had a promise if they would get married after the boy comes back from wandering. And the girl loved her boyfriend so much. But the parents still didn't agree with their relationship. The parent still forced her daughter to marry with the rich man's son because they have to pay their debt to the rich man. The girl was very sad. Every day she only cried. Every day she only sat near Lake Toba. And her only friend was a dog. While she was thinking very hard near the cliff edge of Lake Toba, suddenly she slipped and fell into the big hole near the cliff. And then she thought it was the time for her to die. And she was surrounded with a big stone. And she felt that the stone was getting closer to her and tried to squeeze her. And then she said, "Parapat, parapat, parapat." It means moving closer. And then her dog barking. And the dog was looking downward and still barking. And it's attracted people's attention. And the people came to area and recognized that the dog is the girl's dog, and they heard that there's a voice from the girl say, "Parapat, parapat, parapat." and the people tried to help her. And some of them came to the girl house and informed the girl parents. The girl parents immediately come to area and try to save their daughter. But unfortunately, it was too late. She was finally squeezed by the storm, but they still could hear parapat, parapat, parapat from the storm. And their parents were very sad and they regretted their plan to marry her off. And because of that, the area named Parapat. And several years later, an earthquake attacked the area. And the stone were falling down into Lake Toba. But when the earthquake stopped, people realized if there was a stone looked like hanging, and actually the stone is clogged with the cliff, and people thought that it was the girl who trapped inside the stone several years ago. And since the stone looked like hanging, the people named it hanging stone or batu gantung. And that's all the story of hanging stone or batu gantung. Maybe the story is a myth, but inside the story there's a moral value. The moral value of the story is we must respect other wishes and we can't force our wishes to others, especially in love matters. Thank you everybody for your attention and see you